First I am open my uh, mm, Opera notebook, Opera browser, and am from here I try to read some of the research papers which I need to read, but for now I think let's start with the easy one. I think that will be better to do because there's a lot of research I have currently. Okay, so the research paper I am going to read is called minimum probability flu learning. Yeah, okay, so check that out. Okay, now I think that is in the arcsheep.org. Here, from here you can get the research paper daily, or it's a free distribution service, and you can get any subject related research paper from here for free, which is a great thing. Okay, now let's search for my research paper which I am going to read today. Actually, it's a research paper, I think. I have a printed copy in my hand, but uh, I want to like share that, so that's why I'm searching for the digital one so that everyone can see that. And yeah, I got it. Okay, first let's see what is the license of this paper. Okay, now it says a PDF. I will download it. I downloaded it, and the download in my download section. Yeah, it is downloaded. And from here I am just open the paper. Ocular, I think I have the Ocular installed. Okay, I don't have installed the reader for this, so I'm going to install it. Okay, now it's installing. Okay, now while it's installing, wait for some time so that you can get some idea. For now, but I think it's a okay now. 33%. I think it will install soon. It will install soon. It will install soon. Okay, now it's installed. So let's open it. Actually, Ocular is open source program which you can use for free. Like it's more similar to the Adobe PDF reader, but it has very nice, like you can highlight, zoom, text selection, and everything you can do here. From here you can get the you can highlight the things. I'm not finding that one. Where is the highlighter? I need that. Okay, for now, first read the paper. What is it's want to say? Okay, so basically, it's I'm searching to where is the somehow I think the highlighter tool is not present somehow. Maybe that's the reason. Okay, but let's see what it want to say. So basic abstract, what it say that fitting the probabilistic models to data is often difficult and due to the general intractability of the partition function and its derivatives. So they want to propose a new parameter estimation technique that does not require computing an intractable normalization factor or sampling from the equilibrium distribution of the model. Okay, so they're proposing a new technique to calculate the probabilistic models that can be fitted on data of. Now for that they are establishing some of the dynamics that would transform the observed data distribution into the model distribution, and then they're setting it as the objective the minimization of the KL divergence. Okay, I don't know about the KL divergence. Okay, I will search that and I will put the research paper link in the description so you can check that out. I think to take some notes so I can understand what it want to saying and the questions as well for better understanding. So Mm, Now let's ask paste the question in the ocular. What is the KL divergence? It's a machine learning question. It's called Coolback lapilar divergence. Basically, it's a divergence score, and it helps to how much one probability distribution differs from another probability distribution. Let's say we have a distribution where we can throw two dice, and there will be some probability distribution of head, 1 to 6, got 1 to 6, and other distribution can be uh, like uh, there will be we can toss two coins, and we need to get some head or tails, and that can be another probability distribution of Kullback lapilar divergence. What does it calculate the difference between the two probability distribution, and this is the q and this is the p obtained that klp, and this or like which we used as a logical or air, it is for divergence or ps divergence from the q, or from the q probability distribution diverge to the p. Now KL divergence can calculate like the negative sum of the probability of the each event in P and multiplied by the log of the probability of the event in Q over the probability of the in P. So basically what it does it will what it does if we try to draw the idea, I think that will be better to understand. So yeah, I'm also try to learn it. So Jamboard, I will open it. So basically, let's say we have this one P getting head and tail. So the sample space will be head, and another one is like the Q. It will be 1 to 6. It's the sample space. Now the Coolback KV score will what does it? It calculates the divergence between these two probability distribution. Now when we got this, I think for now it's that we know that what it does. So I think for now it's totally good to go on the research paper, and later on we know more about it. So I will just copy it and paste in my um, mm, doc file, so I later can check it out. Now after that they said that score matching and minimum velocity learning and certain forms of constructive divergence that are shown to be the special cases of learning techniques. So we demonstrate the parameter estimation in Ising models, deep Pili network, and an independent component analysis model. So they will demonstrate this technique on several models, like this kind of models. I don't know what are this, but I try to see by searching what are these. So I copy this and I paste it here because I don't understand it. So that's why. This term is unknown to me, but I try to understand. Okay, now it's a deep film network. Okay, now in machine learning, deep film network basically a generative graphical model, or alternatively a class of deep neural networks composed multiple layers of latent variables with connection between the layers but not between units within each layer. Okay, with connection between. Let's learn some more about this. I think deep limb networks. Later on, I try to understand some of the like more, and these are the model after the human brain, which I think great thing. Like they have the greater ability to recognize pattern, process complex information. Okay, they have related. Okay, now deep belief networks are the algorithm that use probabilities and unsupervised learning to produce output, and they are composed of the binary latent variable. They contain both undirected layers as well as directed layers. Okay, so basically we can like if we take a graph, it's basically undirected graph and all as well as a directed graph. Okay, differ from other models. Here, each layer in the deep belief network allows the entire input. Okay, so basically the difference between from like convolutional neural networks, what it does first layer only filter inputs. The basic features such as edges and later layers recombine all the simple patterns found by the previous layer. But in the deep belief network, what it does like it's work globally and regulate each layer in order. So like other models, it do it locally, like a local variable, which can used by the other one later on. But where in the deep belief networks, they define the global variables and try to get the all the features globally and regulate each layer in order. Now it's a picture, so I think I paste it here. So for I'd like to understand it better, but okay, now architecture of deep belief. The network is like a stack of restricted Boltzmann machines. Okay, nodes in don't communicate later. Symmetrically, weights connect different layers. Okay, it's a great thing. Like in the node, the hidden layer fulfill two roles. Like they act as hidden layer to the nodes that precede it, and as well as the visible layer to nodes that succeed it. Okay, now the previous and for the previous nodes, the hidden and the nodes, the hidden layer act as the hidden layer. What I can tell, it's a hidden layer, and for the successors nodes, they act as the successor or the visible layers. Okay, so yeah, I think I understand some of these things. The precede means that previous nodes of a node. Like in here, if this is the predecessor, let's take it the predecessor, and this one. So it will be the like the visible layers, and for it will be the hidden layer because it can't see him, but in his case it will can see these outputs, and as well as for that thing. Okay, now I think let's search more about it. I think it's a tricky one. Okay, now it's the basic ones, the biological ones. Okay, they act as a hidden layer to predecessor nodes, the successor nodes. Okay, for now I think let's just put it there and try to understand the other ones. Okay, now there is some introduction. Introduction for that they said that estimating parameters, same thing. Techniques. Okay, now techniques require the calculating the normalization partition function question, or at least calculate its gradient. Okay, now if there is some sound, please listen to it, or I can mute myself for the fan. But for now, I think just do it. Okay, now this one is one. Guys, I'm stopping it. Later